Hello everybody, I'm Growthy406 and welcome back to Kingdom Hearts Chronology, a playthrough of every Kingdom Hearts story from the beginning till 3, whenever that may come. I want to welcome you to what tonight will be the playthrough of our first game. Not the whole playthrough, but this is the first game we're playing. Last week we had the cutscenes for... Last week, it was like 2 days ago, come on. Last time, we watched the cutscenes for Kingdom Hearts Key back cover and discussed the Keyblade War and what transpires between now and then. And just as a quick recap, we're going to go to our timeline. Alright, so, if you see this red arrow, this is where we are currently starting tonight. Last time, we covered all of this area, which seems kind of like a lot, but it really wasn't. Because this whole thing, we never see any of, except for a little brief peek in a trailer, and all of this takes about an hour because we're not diving into all of the mobile game stuff. So that's that. Real quick, want to touch on, just recap for anyone who might have skipped the first 4 episodes because they didn't care about what happened. Understand, it happens. What happens prior to this is the worlds of Kingdom Hearts used to be one giant one, and basically people began to fight over the light, and this caused Kingdom Hearts to be lost to darkness. What that means is all the worlds were scattered across the universe and are sort of in their own little bubbles now. They don't interact at all. There are pathways through the worlds that you can use a Keyblade to move from world to world, but it's not exactly a common occurrence anymore, as it was in the time of Unchained Key. Basically, we've forgotten everything about what happened in Unchained Key. We've forgotten about the Master of Masters. We've forgotten about the Foretellers. We've forgotten about Luxu. None of that has necessarily made any impacts on us, except that it's become a fairy tale at this point. One heard by 2 masters, Ericus and Xehanort, as they were being apprenticed by an unknown master, but who we can assume is either Luxu, that's later, Luxu or his disciple, as we saw in those trailer images we looked at the other day. So, all that's happened. All that's here. And tonight we're going to be hearing the story of 3 Keyblade wielders, 2 of which are getting ready for their Mark of Mastery exam. Those are Terra and Aqua. We'll meet them in a second. The third is Ventus, who is a very interesting figure in the whole scheme of Kingdom Hearts, because we've already seen him when we talked about Union Cross earlier, because it's revealed that he is one of the 5 leaders to come out of the Keyblade War, which is remarkable because this period between when that should have happened and when Birth by Sleep happens is about 200 years, most people say. I don't have a hard day on that. I probably should have looked that up between streams, but here we are. So what's up with Ventus? How did he span this period? But we'll get more into that as we go in. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the game. And here we go. I gotta actually... Yeah, alright. So here in a second I'm going to mute the audio. Or at least the stream audio. And I'll talk about why. But I'll let this beginning jingle happen. Why not? Kingdom Hearts, Birth by Sleep. Okay. Alright, let's mute desktop audio. So, funny story. The lady who does the music for this, the opening titles for this game, she's very famous in Japan, and I think I've heard her referred to as the Madonna of Japan. So her music gets copyright strikes like nobody's business. So for the intros to this game, we're gonna have to mute. She does great music. Go look them up. And other channels have it, like the official Kingdom Hearts, I'm sure, has all the intros uploaded. So go take a look at them there if you want to hear the music. I'll go ahead and let the intro play out, but like I said, I don't want to get a strike or anything, so I'm going to leave it muted for the intro here, and this will probably be in the other games too, so you can sing along if you'd like. When you walk away, you don't hear me say, please, oh baby, don't go. Simple and clean as the way that you're making me feel tonight. It's hard to let it go. Okay. So here we're seeing our first, our 3 apprentices, who are each under a master who we'll meet in a second. We're also seeing sort of glimpses throughout the game, so... Actually, most of this intro is a secret ending from Kingdom Hearts 2. Little tidbit for you. Okay, so here we find ourselves on the Destiny Islands. This is a very pivotal world from Kingdom Hearts. We see a lot of characters visiting this place, and we'll visit it throughout our game here too. But right now we see a character who we talked about last time. This is Xehanort, one of the Keyblade wielders who was talking about the Keyblade War in the Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer that we talked about.
Is just too small.
And here we see another character holding some sort of bundle under his arm. And we're about to find out what exactly that bundle is.
There, you see, an empty world, like a prison. I imagine you will be right at home.
Hey, where am I?
Who's there?
So what we're coming up in here is what's called the Dive into the Heart. This is a another sort of very classic Kingdom Hearts opening, where we see a character diving into the depths of their heart. But this character here, Ventus, who we talked about a little bit last week. I keep saying last week, it was 2 days ago. We see Ventus entering his heart area, but something's a little different than most of these sections. So basically what this is his heart is represented by this platform he's standing on, surrounded in this darkness. I'm a brand new heart.
But this is... Why are you in my heart?
The light brought me. I saw it shining in the distance and followed it here.
Yeah. That was my light. But my heart is fractured. And now, the little I have left is slipping away.
Then you should join your heart with mine.
Huh?
Now our hearts have touched. Nothing else will slip away. And one day, you'll be strong enough to win back the part that already did.
Right. Thanks.
It's time to wake up now. All we need to do is...
Open the door.
Well, here we see the station in its normal form. This stained glass pillar, sort of floating in the darkness. And like we said before, these pillars represent the person's heart, whoever's in the area here. It's most referred to as Dive into the Heart, but it's also known as Destati for the music that plays during it. Here we have a nice little look at Ven's mural.
A keyblade.
Okay. So, this seems to have changed things. We don't know exactly what this guy's intention was with Ven, but when he sees the Keyblade, he seems to change his mind about leaving him here. We'll find out a little bit more about this later on. But we're going to fast forward a bit, back to this period where we're in Ven's bedroom.
A meteor shower!
So here we have our first world that we could explore in a game of Kingdom Hearts in this playthrough, the Land of Departure. Yes, I know it sounds very video game first world, but stick with me, it's important. So now Ven's going to run smack dab into the tutorial.
Can't see much from here.
So one of the biggest improvements in this version over the PSP version is the addition of a second analog stick. Thank you. I was playing this on the PSP earlier this week, and oh, it feels so nice to have a second stick now.
Oh.
So we got some training dummies here. This is going to teach us our
I've got time to spare.
basics of combat. So you press the X to attack the ring, keep string together for a combo. Pretty standard. We'll go over here and whack this thing. And it's going to drop some health. So there's two kinds of prizes that we're going to see here. The green for HP and the yellow for money. There's also the blue, which I believe restores your D-Link, but we'll get to that in a little bit. So next is our command deck, which we can hit up and down on the D-pad, or L2 and R2 to cycle through those, and triangle will execute our commands.
You want a piece of me too?
Do that. That's just getting it spinning, but what we can do is go over here and hit the triangle, and he does a different move. You can auto-lock on target so the camera keeps him in view by tapping R1. Just do that. You can see that ring around. Once you're locked on, you can switch with L1 or tap R1 to exit. So this is all pretty standard action RPG things. And we have treasure chests, which, as you can imagine, hold loot. There we go. So So we got commands. We found sliding dash command. Press options, open the menu, where you can install it on your command deck. I'll do that in just a second.
Wait, what am I messing around here for? I'm gonna miss the meteor shower.
Alright, so we can options, we got our menu. Let's go to command decks. Here's teaching us how to edit. Yeah, alright. And instead of spells, you get these commands that you can add into your deck. And each one has its individual cooldown, and they can level up, as you can see. Then you can fuse them into different spells. So this is a really neat mechanic, and I like it. I think they're bringing a little bit of it into Kingdom Hearts 3 in some respect. So I'm really excited to see what's going on with those. So we've got, so we can see Quick Blitz has reached its maximum ability. So once it levels up to its full level cap, you can unlock different abilities and things for your character. So we just learned Scan, which lets us see our health. Let's go ahead and I want to change something. I don't actually want sliding dash right now, I don't think. So we'll worry about that later. I can't get the config yet, can I? Okay. I want to swap my command deck because maybe I don't know. The animation on that is looking weird, but that's probably because I only have 3 commands in there right now.
Wow. Why does it seem so familiar?
This isn't going to be answered for a couple games, but keep that in the back of your mind.
Whoa! Give me a break, Aqua.
Ven, you hopeless sleepyhead. You know, you should have at least brought a blanket.
But did I dream that place up? It really felt like I'd been there before, looking up at the stars.
Except you've always lived here with us.
Or have you?
I know.
So as we said, Ven doesn't seem to remember anything about the Age of Fairy Tales.
Hey, Aqua. You ever wonder what stars are? Where light comes from?
Well, they say.
That every star up there is another world.
Huh?
Terra.
Yep. Hard to believe there are so many worlds out there besides our own. The light is their hearts. And it's shining down on us like a million lanterns.
What? I don't get it.
In other words, they're just like you, Ven.
What does that mean?
You'll find out someday, I'm sure.
I want to know now.
You're too young to know now.
Quit treating me like a kid.
Hey, what are you laughing at?
I can't help it. You two would make the weirdest brothers.
Huh?
Oh, yeah. Terra, you and I have our Mark of Mastery exams tomorrow. I made us good luck charms.
Whoa.
Here.
I get one too?
Of course. One for each of us.
Yeah.
Somewhere out there there's this tree with star-shaped fruit. And the fruit represents an unbreakable connection. So as long as you and your friends carry good luck charms shaped like it, nothing can ever drive you apart. You will always find your way back to each other. Technically, I think you're supposed to make them with seashells. But I did the best with what I had.
Boy, sometimes you are such a girl.
You know, I think they
Hey,
look better with
What do you
whatever
mean
she used.
sometimes?
So this isn't a real good luck charm?
Well, that's yet to be seen. But I did work a little magic on it.
Really? What?
An unbreakable connection.
Alright, we've got a wayfinder. These are basically just key items. But it says it lets us use the D-Link thing, which lets us use other characters' decks. Not they're pre-selected though. They're not like you can jump and grab their commands that you've used in a different playthrough or something, which would be cool. But basically, I just use them early game as quick heals, or even late game, because when you D-Link it sets your gauge to full. I'll just heal and then go right out of it. So that's probably what it's mostly going to be used for.
Well, tomorrow's the exam. Anybody want to spar?
I can take you.
Alright, so now we're going to get our chance to play as the other two characters and get a feel for how they play. So we block with Swear, and we can also slide using it when we're moving. So we can do that, walk on.
Want some?
Command. You can see here. Sparring. Oh yeah. I'm a dumb. Just block. Okay.
Quit going easy on me. You're not gonna win unless you stay on the offensive.
Look, I was going on the offensive. This command gauge fills when your attacks hit enemies. If you go a few seconds without landing attack, it'll start to drain, as it's doing now. Once you fill the gauge all the way, you can devastate opponents with the powerful finish command. Build up that command gauge here.
Take
And
that.
finish. Using commands instead of regular attacks fills the command gauge may cause you to change a command style. To make your basic attacks more powerful, and depending on what commands you use, it changes what style you get. Some are tricky to activate, try all kinds of commands. So, you know, if you use magic or you use physical, that might change
Well,
what
that
you
works
do.
fine if you're fighting one-on-one. But you need to know how to handle a crowd, too.
You can use shot lock to hit lots of enemies once, hold down R1, targeting reticle appears. You can target multiple enemies, and when you're done, you hit X to lock on, and it will fire a bunch of shots at different things. It's easier just to show you. So this requires focus, which you can see behind me. You can see it's red, it's drained. If it's yellow, it's full. Can't really get too much farther out of the way there, so.
Okay, let's wrap this up.
So we've already played as Terra and Aqua in this. We're going to play as Ventus for this last thing. So, nope. D-Link right now. Cool.
Told you I'm good.
Explore again. No thanks. I think we've got it.
Trust me, you guys are ready. You're gonna clean up at the exam tomorrow.
I hope it's that easy.
It's like the Master said. Power is born within the heart. When the time is right, you just need to look inside yourself, and you'll find it there.
And we're not going to be doing command boards, except outside streams, probably. It's basically like Monopoly or like Fortune Street. You can earn some rewards. It's just a little mini game.
Oh, we don't want to lose track of stuff that's happened.
So we should go to the save point. So save points heal you to full, and they also let you save the game. So let's go here and save. So now we'll get to that in a second.
Yeah, me too.
Make sure everything's on mute. Okay.
Together. Always.
That would be the last night we ever spent beneath the same stars.
Uh-oh.